Hi, I've asked Turn 5 to give an unbiased review of 3 vehicles of the Pacifica Chrysler lineup. A hybrid, an all-wheel drive launch edition, and their top-of-the-line limited. We're looking to get rid of the GMC Terrain and get a vehicle that will better suit our needs for traveling. We've certainly trust Turn 5 to give us the best review possible. Thanks.
Welcome back to Turn 5,
where you get all your best automotive advice.
Awkward high five!
Oh yeah!
So today,
we are comparing 3 vans.
Not just any van, probably the cream of the crop when it comes to family vans.
They are Chrysler Pacificas.
So today we're gonna review for you the differences and similarities between a limited, a launch edition, and a hybrid. They're all 2020s, all brand new. We got like 4 miles on the odometers. So let's take a look at what we got here, and hopefully we'll give you some automotive advice that might help you make a decision when it comes to buying a family truckster.
Oh yeah!
All right, with a limited, actually with all 3 of them, you're getting a 3.6 liter V6, 287 horsepower. There is enough grunt.
Is there?
There is enough grunt. Now, I'm going to show you, I think all of them are going to be about the same, but we're going to try to do the exact same things to everyone. We got the nice automatic door. That's what vans are known for.
Okay.
And then you got a wonderful Ella.
Playing games in the back seat.
So the limited has it's the options.
Yep, it's got everything that you would need.
Now let's say, how easy is it to stow and go these seats? Well, I'm gonna tell you,
really,
it's not as easy as one might think.
Is it not?
No, excuse me for the mess. So if you're gonna stow and go it, you do that guy. You don't do any of that. Here, you got room for 7 in here. With these 2 bucket seats, how are you going to stow them? Let's say you want a 2x4 in here, or a piece of sheetrock, something. I always have a trouble with this. First, you want to go like this, right? Stow her down there, push her down. Super easy. What did that take? About a couple seconds?
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the back seats.
All right.
You might ask yourself, why are we in the back of the car to do the back seats? Well, again, I think almost every car now has a
automatic lift gate.
On this limited, you have all these buttons here. So normal, which is putting it up, stow, and then you can move the seat forward and back. You want to stow these seats, you hit the button.
It does it for you.
Now, we've done this several times, and I won't say that it's always successful or super user-friendly.
Yeah, it fails to go all the way down because it has...
Well, they're not going to go all the way down because we got stuff back there. Yep. But what I'm telling you is, we've done this several times. So now we're stuck up, right? Let's say you want the seats back. You hit normal.
Nothing. Oh, it worked?
Okay, so
this is a first. This is a Turn 5 first.
You have to be patient, apparently.
Yes.
So you hit. So that is kind of nice.
Yes.
Seats go up, seats go back. Do you want to take them into the back seats?
Sure.
All right, let's go. Welcome to the 3rd row seat of the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica.
It's pretty comfy.
You know what's nice about these? You got the buttons.
Oh, there's a button? Look at this.
Oh, yeah. You can be like
we
Coolio,
are lazy boys.
LL Cool J.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, probably nobody knows what that is. Push the seat up. Okay, so the Limited is nice. It has a lot of electric features.
Yes, it does. Which is very useful.
Give a view up here. And also with the Limited, you have the panoramic roof. And if you have kids, coming with those screens is nice.
They'll be able to play games on it and be entertained.
And with the hookups there, I'm pretty sure you can hook up an Xbox or a PlayStation or whatever you fancy kids play these days.
Or a DVD player.
True. So this is nice. I like it. And you even have...
Another little sunroof back here.
It is nice for the third row.
It's cool.
It's cool. All right, let's head back to the front. Let's give this thing a drive.
Okay.
This is automotive journalism at its best.
Oh yeah!
That 3.6 liter V6,
It feels just as good as every other car it's in.
yeah, this is an excellent amount of power.
100% it's a good amount of power for this car.
Now, all three of these Chrysler Pacificas have the same performance figures. They can all tow 3,600 pounds, so you can tow a lot of Tylers, but not a lot of other stuff.
Pretty much only Tyler's.
But if you need to tow something light, this will do it for you. What do you got? You got heated?
Ventilated. You
This
also
is-
have a heated steering wheel.
Here's the thing about the steering wheel. Right here is like a chrome strip.
What's so interesting about that?
It's not interesting, it's really cold, even with the heated steering wheel on.
Really?
Yeah, so I have the heated steering wheel on, obviously. And now this is warmed up because the temperature of the car is warm. But for the first 10 minutes, it was annoyingly cold and like just a terrible sensation.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping that the other vans don't have this, but I do know that the other two vans, if you go cross country with your family, it's going to be hard for either of those other two vans
To stack up.
Because
this has the electric seats all around. It's got infotainment in the back. You know, it's just...
Right, so if you're going to have people in the back often, this is probably the one for you, but we'll give you a fair comparison to all of them.
Yep.
Now, I think we did say that you can hook up a DVD player. There is a DVD player in the car already, and apparently you can stream. So our third turn 5
She's trying to
employee.
You have to, so there's a section and you have to, here, I'll show. So you can either do it through the USB or should be able to do it through the USB, or else you can go to the streaming and you turn on the Wi-Fi, enable the wireless streaming feature, and then select the Pacifica Wireless D2 network.
Now that was comprehensive.
That was a lot of information.
She might be taking my place.
Yeah, I think she stole our jobs.
I don't think that's the road we want to go on.
I don't think so either.
We're in an unfamiliar place.
In unfamiliar cars.
In unfamiliar cars. I think if you're used to a Chrysler product, this makes a lot of sense
It's
to you.
the exact same as in the Jeep. It's the exact same as in the Challenger, as the Charger. It's just the Chrysler screen.
I would say all in all, for a quick review of the Limited, and we'll give you some more facts and figures when we review the other two.
Yep.
But really, the Limited, I'm enjoying it. It doesn't feel real vanish. It has obviously a lot of play back and forth, but aside from that, I think it's really a wonderful vehicle to sit inside.
Is it wonderful?
We got it. Wonderful?
Wonderful.
I love that word.
Me too.
So let's go and get the one of the other ones, either the hybrid or the launch edition.
Okay.
And let's show them some of the differences in that.
Okay. See you there.
And I meet you back in the hybrid.
Is that what we're in?
That
I
is
thought
what we're
this
in.
was electric.
Well, I mean, when you hit the start button, I almost wanted to hit it again because there is no engine until you, I don't know what the true turn 5 fashion. I have no idea when the engine turns on.
Huh.
But it doesn't when you're creeping along.
That's interesting.
This steering wheel, exactly the same. It's annoying for about the first 5 to 10 minutes until the ambient temperature warms up.
Okay, so that stinks.
It does stink a little bit, but no heated back seats.
No
Cabin
heated back
stairs.
seats anymore.
No.
Don't have a sunroof.
No
You
sunroof.
still got all these nice buttons up here. I don't think we showed them that, but you can control basically every door from up here.
Yep.
This gauge is more electrifying than the other one
Yeah, it tells you more too.
for obvious reasons. But other than that, the inside of this, we still got the DVD
Oh, crazy.
game
Wow.
center.
Flip it up again. Look at that. It's right there.
So that's kind of nice. I don't know if you're going to need the hybrid model. With the Limited, you're still getting 25 or 28 miles a gallon.
Okay.
We'll give you those specs at the very end, so not to confuse you, but you're still in the mid-20s. And at the end of the day, if you're still in the 20s, like, here we go, we got the engine. We're not getting whatever gas mileage.
And it's weird because, if I'm not mistaken, this has a CVT transmission, correct?
CVT transmission, so think of like
snowmobile.
Nissans or a snowmobile, right? They use that CVT transmission, so it's like, if you can envision, this is my engineering explained.
Oh, okay.
So you basically have like a cone.
Yep.
And then the belt rides on the cone, and as you go faster and slower, it adjusts up and down.
And it just adjusts based on the amount of RPM you're giving it too. So you can sit at full RPM the entire time you drive.
Right.
Which is weird.
Other things in this car, it's really, interior-wise, it's pretty much exactly the same as the Limited.
Yep.
Do you notice any differences?
The sunroof, that's it.
No
I think the
sunroof.
other one did have pouches in the back.
You don't think it did?
I don't think so. Fact check that.
All right, we'll have to go look back in our video and point out if it did or did not.
But drive-wise, this drives very similar to the Limited. You can tell that the Limited has more power.
Yep.
So if times you're going to use those in a minivan, you can use them on an on-ramp. You're going to use that when you're passing somebody. You're going to use that when you're on a top-speed run.
Yeah, which is something very regular for most people, I do believe, right?
I would say, just off of driving impressions, I would rather have a naturally aspirated. Well, I guess I don't know that it's naturally aspirated, but I would not have the hybrid
Yes.
motion. I would take the regular
Internal
3.6
combustion.
liter V6. Yeah. Well, let's show them the outside, show them some of the tips, tricks, and hacks and whacks of
All right.
the hybrid. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. Hey, Tyler.
Yeah?
You want to know what's really cool about a minivan?
What?
You can do this. It's like a transformer.
It really? It's kind of crazy, and it's a transformer.
Let's go to the back seats and see how they fold down.
Okay.
All right. Unlike the Limited, where you had all the fancy electronic gizmos to put down the third row seating,
Yeah.
with this hybrid,
does not have any buttons.
so what you have to do is you got to pay attention. Number one, pull. Number two, pull down,
And
boom.
it plops down on its
Then
own.
it's much quicker than an electric version.
How do you get it back up?
Just go like so. Pull number two. You're
And
back
it's up.
Want to see what's in here?
Sure. Medical kit.
Nope. This is
A tire service kit.
a tire service kit. I'm not going to take it off, but that's the air compressor for your Space Saver tire.
Really?
Yep. All right, want to go hop in the back seat, see what that's like?
Yeah.
Funny story.
What's this story?
This car is on, but the engine is not running.
Crazy.
To me, that's pretty eerie.
Yeah, it is.
Now, the reason why we're in the third row is to highlight another difference. The Limited obviously has electronic gizmos for everything. This one, you cannot move your seat up and back, up, forward, and reverse. I wish I could talk.
I wish I
that
could
way.
talk.
And I do not see another way to it. I lied. There's this. See this? That's how you're going to recline your seat.
So you still can recline, it's just not electric.
Yeah, and then so I mean, I would say out of the two, the electronic gizmos are nice, but this is simple, easy,
And it's not hard.
right? So I wouldn't choose the Limited just because it has the electronic gizmos,
Yeah.
right? Let's head back up to the front.
Okay.
One fun thing about it's not an e-hybrid, but the hybrid version of
Fun?
the Chrysler Pacifica, you have two gas caps.
This is fun.
There's where you plug her in, and as you can hear from that glorious sounding engine,
It's got some fans on.
there is nothing.
Yeah.
So let's give them a couple highlights of the vehicle and move on our way to the launch edition, which I am extremely excited for.
Alrighty.
Want to hear what this engine sounds like when you start it?
Sure.
Okay, put on the brake just like everything. Turn it on. It's on.
Huh.
No engine.
That's weird.
Now it turned on. Mostly I think because the internal temp is
Cold?
cold. But everything up here is exactly the same as the Limited, and I think we're gonna find the same thing in the Launch Edition. I don't know if the hybrid version of this is worth.
I don't know if it's worth it. It feels a little underpowered comparatively.
It is a little underpowered.
And then it just... The nice features of the Limited made it why you want that one.
Right.
In the hybrid, it just kind of feels like you're missing something.
Well, and feel-wise, they drive exactly the same. The difference is this. You put your foot into it. I mean, you did have a little wheel slip there, which is probably impressive. But it feels doggy.
It did.
It feels a little doggy.
Yep.
So for that reason, I think the hybrid for me is out. For some of you guys, it probably makes a lot of sense.
Because you'll be driving it around the city and being able to use only the electric mode and save completely on gas.
But Turn 5 has never been known for
Fuel economy.
Right.
Concerns.
We do miles per mile.
Yep.
Rather than miles per gallon.
Yep.
And interesting fact, if you guys are looking for a hybrid or an electric vehicle or something, instead of the miles per gallon, this is a real profound thought. Instead of always looking at miles per gallon, perhaps you should look at dollars per mile.
Yes.
Because you could get tripped up and you're gonna get good gas mileage, but if you take into account the price of the car, of everything that goes into owning a vehicle,
it might be more.
So just think about that, ponder that, put it in your palate.
Okay.
There's the power. There is just something to be said about an engine.
This thing's got some gusto.
Now this is the same, exactly the same as the Limited.
Yep.
But switching from the hybrid to this, hybrid's out. I mean, I can't tell you that right now because it would ruin the surprise, but the hybrid's out of my running.
Yep. 100%.
Remember the last two cars I was complaining about the steering wheel, that chrome rim here?
Hey, guess what? This one doesn't have it.
So we are now in the Launch Edition, 2020 Chrysler Pacifica Launch Edition. There are some things that the Limited beats this with. This has a heated steering wheel, heated seats, but it doesn't have ventilated seats.
So the Limited beats it there.
It's
No sunroof.
no sunroof, but it's all
the same.
monochromatic.
Yes.
Whereas the other ones are two-tone, if you guys noticed. There is no DVD infotainment, whatever you call that thing in the back.
Yeah, the
for
screens.
the passengers.
There's no screen.
Nope.
And when we first talked, you can go back to the beginning of the video, but I said you don't need it. I don't know, it's kind of nice.
The sunroof?
Well, the sunroof for sure, but the screens in the back?
Oh yeah, they're just neat, and they didn't, end up being in the way of anything because they folded into the seat.
So it does add a lot. So I know for a fact I'm going to have a hard time deciding between this and the Limited, because I think that there are things. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Also, this seat is not electric at all. It's purely manual.
So this one's all electric, and we'll show you the third row back there. But all of these, the second row, the captain's chairs, they fold down exactly the same as they did in the Limited. I just don't need to pain you guys with watching me try to put up and down this seat.
Yeah.
All of this looks nice.
It looks classy.
The other ones had this fake stitching, but it was still the same plastic.
It was all right. You still got your buttons right here.
You got the transformable buttons. This is a little different. The other one had a garage door on the top of it.
Yep.
So you can park all your Hot Wheels cars in there. This one they gotta park outside.
Are we parking Hot Wheels in our cars?
I don't know. Why else do you have a garage in your car? Let's try to figure it out.
They're all very similar. The only thing that's really any different between the limited and the hybrid one was the engine, like the drivetrain.
Now this one also drivetrain. Speaking of drivetrains, this is all-wheel drive.
Huh.
If you live in a northern climate, this is undoubtedly #1 for me.
Okay.
Because you have the all-wheel drive. Now you're only getting, I think the number is 24 miles a gallon on the highway with this all-wheel drive. And I believe, you can correct me in the comments, whatever. But in the limited, I think it's 28 miles a gallon.
Wow.
So it is a little bit different. Is there more things to go wrong with the all-wheel drive and the hybrid? Yeah, but that's why you have it under warranty. I mean, these cars, this one has 23 miles on it. And I know that Chrysler's warranty is excellent. We'll talk about that as we wrap up, but it's a good warranty.
Yep.
Long warranty, lots of miles. So I wouldn't worry about extra pieces failing.
Nope.
Because you're gonna have it in warranty.
Yep.
Now, if you're gonna keep it if this is like your forever dream car, maybe you worry about all-wheel drive and hybrid, but again, when do those things go bad?
You don't hear about it.
Take that bit of information for what you will.
Yeah.
All right, let's go show them, like we did on the other ones, the rest of the interior amenities.
Okay.
And then we'll come to a conclusion as to what one Turn 5 is going to choose.
All right.
All right. Let's get in here, Ty.
Okay.
Show them what the, you call it a trunk?
Oh, this doesn't have the hidden compartments anymore.
No hidden
They're
compartments.
Open compartments.
So we're a little more basic here. Again, you got your 12 volt DC, but these seats fold down exactly the same as the hybrid version. You want to jump in the back seats real quick and show them?
Want to try out the captain chairs?
Let's try it. You know what, Ty? You are a genius. Let's try out the captain's chairs. Here we are in the second row captain's chairs this time, because the third row is exactly the same as the hybrid. No electronic gizmos.
It's pretty plain Jane.
Now there's your controls for
The temperature in the rear.
some might call those HVAC controls.
Yep. You are very correct.
There's lots of room back here. I mean, what can I say? It's a 7-passenger van.
Yeah.
But all three of them, interior-wise, very similar.
Yep.
Fun fact, there's a compartment, little pouch thing.
Now these seats have just a net here. The other two had a nicer
Leather pouch.
leather pouch in the back. So we got that to decide. What do you say we go back, ponder for a minute, and give them our conclusion?
Alrighty.
All right. So we began this journey with 3 Pacificas.
Majestic. Road whales.
I like that. I like that. I completely lost my train of thought.
I did too.
So we had a limited, a hybrid,
and the launch edition.
so we really wanted to see which one we would choose as objectively as possible.
Yep.
And I have to say, all 3 of them have a 3.6 liter V6. All 3 of them have leather interior. All 3 of them have some electric gizmos. The limited had everything that you could want, especially the sunroof.
The hybrid had everything but the sunroof and the rear seats.
Both of those had the steering wheel that I didn't like that ring. It was cold until the car warmed up. This launch edition looks the best. It's got the nice rims. The inside is nice and dark. It's got the S written on the seats.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I wanted to like the S so much.
But the problem is, I think it's too plain.
I do. And so then it leaves us to the limited or the hybrid.
The hybrid felt doggy.
Is it because we're not hybrid fans?
Probably.
I think today we go with a limited X, or not the limited X. We're in the Grand Cherokee territory now. I think that we're gonna go with a limited, or would go with a limited.
Would, yeah.
And if I had to rack them 3, I'd go limited, launch edition. I don't even know if I'd get the hybrid.
I don't think I would.
I think it felt funny. I didn't like the drive of it.
Yep.
Even though it was all the same mechanically, it was just different. So, I hope that some of this helped you guys.
I hope it helped you make a decision.
Right. Until next time, awkward high five.
And make sure to click like and subscribe.
Oh, and a huge shout out to Forest Lake Auto Group for letting us test these 3
Yeah.
mini, what did you call them?
Road whales.
Road whales. Thanks to Forest Lake Auto Group for letting us test these 3 road whales.
Yeah.